What up guys, and welcome back to the FitMenCook kitchen. Today's video is a lot of fun because I'm gonna show you all 4 tasty ways to incorporate more yogurt into your diet. Shout out to my friends over at Yoplait for providing the tasty yogurt for today's video. We're gonna be using YQ by Yoplait Plain. This yogurt is rich and creamy and it's made with ultra filtered milk. This 5.3 ounce package right here is packed with protein. It's got 17 grams of protein and 1 gram of sugar. Those are the type of macros that I like. It's so delicious, it's just milk and cultures. When you want to switch it up just from eating it from the carton like this, then come back to this video. Let's get started. But before we start, you know I have to tell one of my jokes because I think they're funny. So 2 cartons of yogurt walk into a smoothie bar, right? And the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve your kind here." They were so incredibly offended, they're like, "Well, what kind is that?" He says, "The cultured kind." Get it? Yogurt's cultured, the cultured kind? Okay, I'm gonna get to the video. First up, we're making some low-carb biscuits to start the morning right, or whenever you need a midday pick-me-up. First, we're gonna pour in some almond flour, some baking powder, some garlic powder for some flavor, a pinch of salt, and your own herb of choice. I'm gonna be using some fresh dill. Mix this up together and make sure that you mash out all of the lumps in the almond flour. Next, we're gonna add in an egg, but we're gonna beat it first. Pour in the egg and about 4 tablespoons of YQ Plain. And you'll know it's finished when it's thick and frothy. Next, we're gonna line a baking tray with some parchment paper and then scoop out about 6 servings. I like to use an ice cream scoop because it makes it much easier. Next, we're gonna bake this in the oven for about 15 minutes until they're nice and golden. And of course, my favorite way to enjoy these is a sandwich. Slice these bad boys open, add a little bit more yogurt, fold in some fresh lox salmon. It's my absolute favorite right here. That's a really good biscuit. The garlic really helps, but what really is popping through right now is the fresh dill. The fresh herbs add a lot of personality to what already is a pretty darn good biscuit. Next up, we're making a spiced chicken kebab. We're gonna be using the YQ Plain as a base for the marinade. First up, we're gonna chop some chicken breasts into pieces. You want the chunks to be about 1 inch thick. Next, we're gonna make the marinade. Let's add in the YQ Plain, about 1 cup, then add some garlic, some cumin, turmeric, smoked paprika, some cayenne for some heat, lemon zest, some freshly squeezed lemon juice, a pinch of sea salt and pepper, and finally, some olive oil. And mix everything together. Add the chicken to a sealable plastic bag, and then pour in the marinade. Release all the air from the bag and seal it closed, and then mash and mix everything together. Marinate this in the fridge for at least 2 hours, but for best results, do it overnight. After about 2 hours or overnight, and make the kebab. Grab yourself a wooden skewer and assemble. We're gonna place these kebabs on a baking sheet lined with some parchment paper, or for best results, guys, I like to use a baking rack. We're gonna bake this entire tray in the oven for about 20 minutes at 420. Such a simple recipe, and the best thing is you can customize the marinade using your favorite seasonings and spices and herbs. Whenever you marinate it in yogurt, it comes out much more moist and tender and delicious. No more struggle chicken. This next recipe goes out to all the college students or those who find themselves in a pinch of time and money. Just make some avocado chicken salad. We're gonna toss in some YQ Plain to boost the creaminess of it and the protein content. So when it comes to the chicken, you could either use some canned chicken or you can use some rotisserie chicken. For this version, I'm gonna use the rotisserie chicken, so all you gotta do is just take off the skin, break off all the white meat. Gotta chop it up now. So the canned chicken already comes ready to use. Just drain it, pour it into the bowl. This one requires a little bit more effort, but I just find rotisserie chicken to be much tastier. Okay, and set this aside once it's finally chopped up. Now we're gonna make the base of the salad. We're gonna take a ripe avocado and then mash it up inside of the shell and then add it to the bowl. Add in a dollop of our YQ Plain and some garlic powder. Next, I'm gonna add in some red onion, some chopped celery, some bell pepper, and some chicken. Now just fold and mix everything together. Last thing I'm gonna add in is just a little bit of lime juice and a pinch of sea salt and pepper. Fold everything together, and I dare you to make this without just taste testing along the way. You're gonna be so full just from making it because you're gonna do what I do. Keep taste testing. This is so good. So my personal way of enjoying this, of course, is building Texas-sized sandwich. Add some lettuce here, add some tomatoes, and load it up with the avocado chicken salad. Here we go. It's always the simple things that always have the most amount of flavor. Minimal work. 5 minutes to whip up, eat all week long. And finally, we are making a lower carb smoothie bowl. Now, I'm not sure about you, but I love those type of bowls, but they tend to be much higher in carbs and refined sugar. So I'm gonna show you some quick ways that you can reduce the sugar, but also not compromise the flavor. So to boost the protein content, we're using the YQ plain. 1 cup is gonna give us 26 grams of protein. We're also gonna be using some frozen berries, and we're also tossing in a very special ingredient, zucchini. It's gonna add a lot of volume and texture to the bowl. I promise you, you won't even know it's there. First thing we're gonna do is peel the zucchini and then chop this into pieces. Now for best results, you can actually freeze the zucchini the same way that you do the berries. So that way you have a much creamier texture in your bowl. And I already have some frozen ones here. I'm gonna add these to the blender. I'm gonna add in at least 1 cup of the YQ plain frozen berries. I'm using a mixture of blackberries and frozen blueberries. You can also toss in a little bit of vanilla extract. And the best way to do smoothie bowls, guys, or just smoothies in general, is to always start off slow and then gradually increase your speed. Yeah, look how rich and creamy that is. That's exactly the texture you want. It looks just like ice cream, right? And what is any smoothie bowl without some toppings? Remember, we're gonna keep the sugar low, so we're gonna add an assortment of nuts and seeds and some dried coconut. So I've got some walnuts here. Let's add some pepitas or some pumpkin seeds. Add in some dried coconut flakes. And lastly, a little bit of chia seed. Our lower carb berry smoothie yogurt bowl. Seriously, this is delicious. It's refreshing. Got a lot of crunch and texture from the nuts and seeds and coconut. Tons of flavor here. And the best thing, we're not loading it with tons of unnecessary sugar. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. I want to thank y'all for watching. If you like mashup videos like this, and I invite you to do a quick pop, pop, pop on that like button below. And also comment below your favorite way to incorporate yogurt into your own diet so we can take your idea and all live healthier, happier, and tastier lives. You can get all the recipes from this video from FitMenCook.com. Again, thank y'all for watching. Until next time, I want y'all to keep it healthy, but what? That's right, never ever boring. Boom! Bye, guys.